Chris, how is your pee break?
My pee break.
They might flash you undetected.
Random, baby.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me. Quite an intro.
Let's address the elephant in the room. That's not the elephant in the room. There's no elephant. Nobody cares.
I, too, am a thought criminal. Good. Well, I like you already.
Does this look like a girl who's joking around?
No.
But how much do you actually understand money? Especially the new wave.
Beauty or intelligence? When you unleash both, it is men's kryptonite. Welcome to Talk to Me, Taylor. What's up, mofos? Welcome indeed. Live from my living room. It is Thursday night. This is the most haphazard episode. I don't even know if we can call it an episode. It remains to be seen of all time. And my guest tonight, actually, I feel like he should take that as a compliment. And I don't know if I would do this with like literally just going rogue like this with virtually zero prep beforehand. So it's a good thing that he knows, actually, maybe not, that he knows me and has met me in person prior to this. So he won't judge me solely on this experience. But before, okay, like if you guys know, it's a little bit about why my brain is literally, it's still on Artemis. Plot twist, Artemis never landed and splashed down in the Pacific. Hey, my brain is still on it, like orbiting something. But Rob and I released a new show this week, putting it all, when I say all, short of like my tits being out on the table, it is all out there. I've never been this exposed, vulnerable, putting everything with our relationship, as we said, which may or may not make it. And as you guys know, Rob also has a show on GNN. And it has me feeling all sorts of feelings, very outside of my comfort zone. I said to Rob, I feel like I am walking naked in Times Square. Like that's how exposed and vulnerable I feel. Actually, I would probably prefer to be naked in Times Square. Like I'd prefer probably to have a nude billboard in Times Square. So yes, my mental state and frame of mind. But I digress. Okay, just so you know where this is all coming from. So my guest tonight, kind of a little bit of an oxymoron. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about Tim Wenzel, because he is behind here. He's ready to go. He, like every man, like in the 11th hour, because I could see like Barbie has eyes everywhere. Okay, contrary to what you may or may not think is plastic. And like in the 11th hour, just before the show was about to go live, he disappeared. And I was like, classic man, typical man. Like they're here, they're there, they're everywhere, you know, making us wait, making us on the edge of our seats. But you know what? He has returned. So a little bit about Tim. Tim is a Silicon Valley who taught me actually how to pronounce silicon properly. You noobs with the silicone. Valley OG vet. Okay. He was a PayPal vet that Elon personally brought on board to do recruiting. And Tim is a people person. He loves people. And his passion is helping people find their passion and their purpose. And I feel like this tells you everything you need to know about Tim, other than he's awesome. Rumor has it, Tim can, confirm or deny that Elon wanted him to come do recruitment for SpaceX. And Tim straight up like, nah, dude, like, I don't feel like going to LA. So like, okay, casual, like as one of us are, when Elon offers us something. So I bring Tim in tonight because apparently he was with a company, Chegg, CHEGG, that is the first company officially wiped out by AI. So I don't know, contrary to Tim's life work, here we are. I know everyone's having existential crises about, AI taking over. And so maybe he has something to say for himself. Without further ado, okay, he is the size of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Hang on, I'm trying to figure this out here. Tim Wenzel, everybody. Hi, Tim.
How are you?
Tim, what do you have to say for yourself to explain this? And hi, welcome to my very crazy chat tonight, but we wouldn't have it any other way, right? Because we're all just, discombobulated.
No, that's the story of my life. And that's why you and I get along so well. Like we don't really need to prep. Let's be honest.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, if anyone will appreciate this, just going rogue.
And I figure we'll take a look in the editing room before we release the recording, and see what happens. Cross our fingers, hope for the best.
I don't know what you're talking about because the editing room is live on X as we're speaking in a live stream. So
that would have been really helpful to know in advance. Okay. That would have been really helpful to know.
told you it was rogue. So wait, first of all, is there any fact checking to be done about my intro of you? It's okay.
No, you nailed it. You nailed it. Stole my thunder as you normally
Oh.
do. I have nothing else to say. So it was good to be on the show.
Really appreciate it,
Um,
guys. Thanks for the time. I'll be here all week. No.
yeah. No, so I'm not trying to brag, but I've always been an early adopter of technologies. And so I just want to do a quick victory lap because I was the VP of HR at Chegg pretty early on. And apparently, a friend just sent me this yesterday. That's why I reached out. I said,
Yeah.
look, apparently we were the first company to be completely crushed by AI. So again, I'm an early adopter and I'm kind of proud of it. So that's really, that was the main point.
Like I've done a lot of things, but my claim to fame is single-handedly while recruiting people to fulfill their life's purpose is to eradicate the human jobs. No,
Warning the rest of the world that AI is real. One of the startups I worked for apparently has been completely crushed by it.
You're like, listen, the existential, again, dystopian crises are real. And so I'm here to be early and show you all that it is real. So someone had to do it.
So you what not to do.
Okay. So in all seriousness, if there's such a thing with us guys, you should also see Tim and I in person because we are insufferable together. He's like kind of serious right now with his like comb back hair and his glasses, but like we're so annoying together because we just nothing is.
I just got out of a parole
serious.
hearing, so I'm still I've got to take my meds.
No, I figured also like that background with the white at the angle, it's giving like, I don't know, straight jacket. I don't know what. But anyways, in all seriousness, why is this just a fluke random or was the writing on the wall or like what is this being on the inside and early seriously like what does this say or why this company or just random?
I don't know that it's just why this company. It's more like I was in exec staff meetings for 3 years. I don't ever think we talked about it, so I think we just kind of missed it, just like, oh whoops, there it was. So, but no, it's like, look, the world's changing really quickly, and I think it's a warning shot. It's like it's not going to be the last company to get crushed by AI. So, I think it's good to like have some humor about it, but also like, what can we learn from it? And with the next company that's getting funded tomorrow, what can they learn from it? And try to be better. Try to be a little bit more proactive about the risks.
So what can we learn from it?
You could learn that maybe we should focus a little bit more on like where the puck is going, so to speak. I know you're a Nashville Predators fan. We went to a game and unfortunately my Sharks got crushed. They were predators in their community that night. And
let's be clear, I was a fan that night when I saw Tim come all the way here to watch his team only for the Nashville Preds to kick their ass. So that night, yes, I was.
It was over before it started.
You held on though. You held on.
I didn't give up hope.
Listen, you're a man of consistency. Just like people holding on to their jobs, you were holding on for a win that night. So I can't knock you for that,
Maybe I shouldn't have bet on the game, okay? If I'm being vulnerable for one moment. Maybe I bet a little too much. Had to do a chargeback on the dinner bill. Don't want to talk about it.
Oh my God, no regrets though. No regrets. So again, I really want to get to I know it's not a one size fits all and you can't generalize, but is it that I don't know. What is it? What is the Chegg company? I should have researched this, but given again that this is all haphazard, what is it? Obviously, I assume it's tech.
Yeah, so it's a software company. The best way to describe what it was when I joined, the pitch that I bid on was Netflix for textbooks. So if you were a college student, you were getting ripped off by your college bookstore, and instead of buying a $200 textbook, you could rent it from our company for like $50. We'd ship it to you from our warehouse in Kentucky. And at the end of the semester, you'd ship it back to us. And then we'd rent it again the next semester.
It's okay. It's depressing, but because that's such a great concept, by the way. It's depressing, but there also is maybe a pendulum swing silver lining because the thought of, I'm reading it right here, right? It says the culprit isn't competition, but ChatGPT, which offers free instant homework help. I think everyone's saying this. I really do believe this. It has to swing back to have some human touch and personalization and humanity. I saw a story today about how in a year or two, I forget which country, but they're going to have the first ever like solely fully robot operating coffee shop with robot baristas. And I'm like, that is literally like the only highlight of my existence is like the brief human interaction with my baristas who know me by name. Like, can a girl have anything? Like, what's a bitch got to do in this life? So it can't just be Westworld City, or can it?
I mean, the way I think about that, if you just go think ahead a little bit further,
Okay.
if you want that human interaction, and I'm a startup founder and I want to do robot coffee, and you're my target customer, I just need to make sure you think the robots are people, and then I'm winning. I'm not paying them at all, and you're having your human interaction. You think it's real. I don't care if it's fake because I just want to make money. I want my exit.
That's so creepy. Like, I'm thinking the fake looking robots, like the Chinese ones that win marathons and crush their competition, like these poor souls that actually look like robots. You're talking like human Westworld, like flesh
Yes,
looking. Oh my God, no.
Westworld meets La La Land Coffee or whatever that weird
Oh
Nashville
my
coffee
God.
place is that you tried to take me to.
Okay, Tim is trying to trigger me on this stream when I'm already frazzled dazzled. Yes, La La Land, guys, it's a scam. Do not fall into the
It's
trap.
way too bright. I haven't had my coffee. I don't want lights in my face,
No, $8 for like a
and way too
sprinkle of
cheery. I don't want that
cinnamon,
kind of enthusiasm. It's too soon.
but it's too soon. You see the dystopian crisis we're in, La La Land, like the audacity. I just want to go to a coffee shop and see just like tumbleweed and despair. No, to match our insides. No.
Let's start low. I want to be depressed before I have my upper, and then after my quad mocha, maybe I'll be ready for a little bit of light, but not before.
No, to literally read the room, La La Land, like read the room. Given that you are obviously so modest, but that you do literally know everybody in Silicon Valley again, like who can say that they, work that closely with Elon on his up and up, PayPal OG. Where do you on because everybody can't be just the remedy can't be like, let's all make Westworld real life looking robots. So what do you really say for like the Teslas, the Blue Origins, the SpaceX, like all the even the metas, the like what do you really see in your gut with the AI wave with all these folks?
I mean, I think there's a bubble. I think there's going to be a lot of overly hyped companies that get completely obliterated. And I think it'll be just like any other hype cycle, right? There'll be the pets.com for AI. I don't know what that looks like because I don't know. I'm not an expert on AI, but there'll be some winners and there'll be some in between companies, but it's I've never seen this much hype and this much venture capital dollars flowing into
Mm.
one sector like this. So it's definitely going to be interesting.
It's like survival of the fittest too, like which idea will pop, right? Because you're right, everybody's trying to capitalize on it and jump on it because it's so clearly the new wave, and like nobody wants to be behind playing catch up. But it's a matter of who will pop off.
Yeah, and then there's this whole notion. I'm a recruiter, so I think about jobs and what people do on a day-to-day basis and whatnot. But um, I am generally favorable of AI. It's just the jobs are going to be different. They're going to change. They're going to evolve. We're not going to need some jobs, but we're going to need some new jobs and some new skills. And I'm hoping the universities will adapt and develop new courses and curriculum that will prepare our students. It's a bummer. I mean, I have two daughters. My youngest is about to
Mhm.
graduate from San Diego State, and it's not a good job market for new grads right now, especially technical new grads, which I never thought I'd see this. It's always been if you were
Yikes.
STEMmy and you're going to a good school, you're going to have a bunch of offers, and all of a sudden, none of my startup clients want new grads. So it's like that bumps me out. But
Yikes.
I think it's a short to hopefully near term thing that will shake out and will be not an issue in a few years.
Yeah. I hadn't thought of it that way, Tim, because when I was graduating, it was like right in the dead of the recession. So you're like, this is a good time to embark on the world and go get jobs. But I hadn't thought about how like like your kids, how this is like their version of that. But I have to
Mhm.
imagine that it does pull at your heartstrings, given that you told me the first time we met on the phone, you were like, I love helping people find their purpose, like the humanity in that. So I have to imagine for you, it does really suck, and that there has to be something more than everything I'm seeing is basically getting to what you're at. What you're getting at is, if your job is something having to do with a computer, but if you're sitting behind a computer all day, basically, like, you need to learn AI because it will replace you, or you need to be well versed in it so that you're appealing for employers, right? That AI. So, is it that simple? Like, is it as simple as like just know AI so you're appealing, or is there a
I mean,
humanity
like,
underneath?
I would encourage young people not to be fearful of it and not to
Totally. Yes.
resist it because it's a freight train, right?
Mhm,
But
mhm.
become a student of it on whatever level you can, right? And this is something I need to do better at myself. Like I have younger software engineer friends that I call on a regular basis and say, teach me what I should be doing. What do I not know that I should be learning about? And like if you're a candidate in a job interview and you get asked like how do you use AI, don't say you don't use AI, and don't say that don't complain that it's taking all the jobs because that's just a negative thing to say and people don't want to be
Yeah.
around that. So it's more like, okay, how can we think a little bit longer term and be a little optimistic and be vulnerable and say, look, no one really knows how this is going to all turn out, but let's just try and enjoy the ride as best we can and ask for help.
I like how you're just like, no one likes a negative Nancy. So get it. Like, no one likes a party pooper. Every party has a pooper, and that's why we invited you.
Attitude
No,
is a
a
choice,
party
Taylor. You know
pooper.
this better than anyone.
No, you don't
You
have to
forgot
tell
you
me.
forgot to take your meds today, but you're still somehow positive.
Best I've ever. I am a big AI advocate and adopter and early fan. You know that I'm just speaking for the people. I see it even amongst like family. Like they're like, "This is the worst set threat we have facing us." Blah blah. And I have the same attitude as you, which is why we need our gold star on the fridge today and a cookie, because we just have a good attitude in the class, not like pouting Paula over there.
It's like you can not know something and admit it and still be positive and optimistic, and you might get hired. You could be the most knowledgeable person in the room and be negative Nancy or Wendy Weiner, and it's just people don't want to feed. You can't feed off that energy.
I didn't know if you just had nothing to say because you froze for a minute after when I tossed it over to you, and I was like, "Oh, I'll just be here with my thoughts and my robot barista. It's fine." Okay, lastly, because I would be remiss, like, I don't know how much you can say, Tim, or how much you want to, but the big tech guys, the Silicon Valley guys, they are like celebrities in their own right now, right? Like the Bezos wedding, the whole thing. So tell us just maybe a crazy, fun, memorable, like OG Silicon Valley days that the every, you know, Sally and John wouldn't know. Let us into
Okay,
your world.
you're putting me on the spot. How much time do we have?
That's what happens here. Talk to me, Taylor. That's what happens
I
when we
thought that
go
was going to be
rogue.
recorded. It's live. I thought it was tomorrow. It's today. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna get through this.
We're
Okay,
gonna make
so the first thing that pops into my head is so I joined Tesla in
That's right.
2007. I was VP of HR there. There was 150 people. We had yet to deliver the first car, and I'm not even a car guy, so I didn't fit in from the beginning. It's a different story. But about 2 months into my time there, we're in an exec staff meeting, and someone asks the team, does anyone know? And by the way, we were taking orders for the Tesla Roadster, which we were outsourcing manufacturing to Lotus in the UK. We're taking orders for $99,000 a car. And someone asked an exec staff, does anyone know what our cost is to make a car? We all looked at each other and like, no, not sure. So we're like, well, we should probably take a look at that. So we put together a couple analysts and said, hey, go talk to the supply chain team and put together the spreadsheet. A couple days later, they sent a meeting request. We all get back in the exec staff meeting room, And they're like, okay, here it is. Total cost to make the car is $120,000. And mind you, at this time, Elon was just the chairman of the board and the biggest investor. He was not yet the CEO. But when I heard that number, I was like, it's not gonna end well. So the meeting adjourns, and about 45 minutes later, I get a call from Elon, and he goes, hey, Tim, I need you to set up a call for you, me, and our brand new interim chief financial officer, who I'd just shown the restrooms to. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. So later that day, we get on the call, and Elon said, so his name was Dan. Dan, I just want to make sure I got this right. Every time we deliver a car, we include in the glove box a check for $20,000 fucking dollars. And Dan said, yep, that's correct. And he had his marching orders, and that was the end of the call.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I was thinking it was going to go somewhere with strippers, drugs, swinging from chandeliers. But you know what?
That was the next day. I can't talk about that. My lawyer's listening.
That was after hours. But that one's it's right up there. It's right up there with it. And I'm sure that it was just also, this is my last thing for you, a little bit more of a freer, wilder time, right? But again, before these guys really became under the microscope of celebrities in their own right, and now everything's become political too. And something that really struck me, Tim, I want a true or false for you on this as I end this, I brought you and catfished you into my live show that you thought was pre-recorded, is I had, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you bring the cowboy hat on. Midnight Cowboy. What's that name of that movie? I have to see it. Midnight Cowboy. Rob, are you listening? Anyways, I have to see that movie. Iconic. But it's with the guy stripper. Midnight Cowboy.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking
Magic
about?
Mike or whatever.
No,
Magic Mike?
no.
I don't watch a lot of male stripper movies.
No, I have seen Magic Mike. No, but anyways, is it Midnight Cowboy? I have to Google this. But Tim, see, because women, we're good multitaskers. So I'm going to do both at the same time. But Pavan Agarwal, who is the billionaire founder of Angel AI, and his family created SunWest, Morgan West. I should know this. Mortgage. Anyways, he was saying on my show how Silicon Valley used to be the rebels, and now they are the real thought criminals and nonconformists and contrarians, and how now they're sort of the system. And is that true or false? You know what I'm saying? Bought in bed with all those guys and kind of placating toward politicians, etc.
I'd say that's true.
Yeah, that's so sad. It is Midnight Cowboy. Aha, John Boyd.
Yeah, you were good. Oh, I don't think I've seen it. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
As I glitched, I'm the thing. Yeah, Tim, we should watch it. You got to keep the cowboy hat on. You think that that's true? Yeah, that's unfortunate. I know. But that's maybe where it's going to be a new, reckoning of new thought rebels coming in and breaking through.
There's still hope. I'm not giving up hope.
I only have hope because you have the cowboy hat on, and otherwise I would just be in despair,
I couldn't not bring the cowboy hat.
Yeah, no, you couldn't. I would I would kick you out at live, actually.
You told me to wear it.
That I didn't, but I'm glad I'm glad you did. Tim Wenzel, everybody. Tim, maybe you'll be back. Maybe you're scathed. Thanks.
I don't think I'm going to be invited back, but that's okay. I get that a lot.
Thank you for being, along for this cowboy ride.
Ma'am, my pleasure.
Oh.
All right. See you, Taylor.
I'll talk to you in probably 5 seconds on text. You crazy cat. Thank you guys. Love you. See you next week, you crazy kids. Chris, how was your pee break?
My pee break?
They might flash you.
Random, baby.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. Quite an intro.
What's a
address the elephant in the room. That's not the elephant in the room. There's no elephant. Nobody cares.
And I too am a thought criminal. Good. Well, I like you already.
Does this look like a girl who's joking around? messing around?
But how much do you actually understand money? Especially the new wave.
Beauty or intelligence? When you unleash both, it is men's kryptonite. Welcome to Talk to Me, Taylor.